Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Europa Hotel in Belfast. And as always, you've done yourselves proud, a great turnout, and so you should too, because here we have something very, very special. We're making history on October the 21st, the first ever unification fight in Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland, and what a fight we got here. Your very own champion, Ryan Burnett, putting his IBF world title on the line against one tough individual in WBA super champion, ZHANAT ZHAKIYANOV. They know each other, they've sparred with each other before, and as I said to some media earlier, normally when you win a world title, you sort of have a couple of easy defences and milk it a little bit. Not Ryan Burnett, 26 years old, going straight into one of the biggest fights in the division to create history, to create a legacy for himself. And hasn't he grown? Not in height, but in stature. Look at the whistle on it. You know, normally he'd turn up at a press conference in a pair of tracksuit bottoms. He's looking $1 million. You know why? Because he's a superstar.
Do you know why? Because you're paying for it too.
I knew I'd be paying for it somewhere down the line. But I tell you what, it's so great to see a young fighter come out of himself, you know, get embraced by the city. You even get paintings of yourselves put down roads, and I mean, where else do you get that in the world? A special place to become a champion. And again, thank you so much for the support that you've given Ryan Burnett, and we'll intro the fighters shortly. It's very important for me on this card to make sure that we bang this Odyssey Arena out. Last time we had a great night of boxing, an unforgettable night when Ryan Burnett won the world title. A good card, 4,500, 5,000 people in there. This time we want to do the lot. So we've tried to create a card, and we're still coming on a few other bits and pieces as well. But very proud to be working again with Mark Dunlop. And again, he's fighters that really fight anyone. And it's so refreshing to put a name forward, and a good example is Paul Highland against Stephen "The Rock" Allman. Where I thought, that's a natural fight. I mean, that's a perfect fight for the Belfast card. I hope they take it. 10 minutes later, if that, it was done. You know, MTK guys, Allman, yes, 100%. Mark and Paul Highland, yes, 100%. Perfect fight for Paul Highland defending his belt. James Tennyson now stepping up against Darren Traynor. Another great fight for the card. Tennyson last time against Ryan Doyle. Brilliant fight. Really came through that, and you got another young star in the making there. And what about Tommy Coyle against Tyrone McKENNA? I mean, have you seen Tommy Coyle fight? I mean, it's something straight out of the Rocky movies. And young Tyrone McKENNA, straight out the same mould. And look at the suits on them again. I mean, these guys are starting to put everybody to shame. Fergal McCrory, a great young fighter who I really enjoyed watching last time. Brilliant support again. And a young fighter on the end. I'm sorry to put you on the end, because you're so handsome you shouldn't be down the end. Josh Kelly is one of, and remember this one day when he's got all 4 belts around his waist and the Ring Magazine belt. Josh Kelly, he will be one of the biggest stars in world boxing. And we're bringing him to Belfast on October 21st for his first title fight on the card. Trust me, this kid is so special, and it is honour to represent this Olympian as well. So, Fergal and Jay Byrne down the end, which I've got to tell you about Jay Byrne. Jay Byrne will fight anybody, right? Now, he's fighting Anthony Fowler on our Liverpool card, and when he gets through that, he's going to be on our October 21st card. It's a tough assignment, sir, but I know you're a tough individual. So, I'm going to start with Pretty Boy Kelly. Pretty Boy, if that wasn't enough of an intro, you're under massive pressure now. Welcome. You were here to watch your stablemate, Ryan Burnett, win a world title. You loved the atmosphere, and now you're going to be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, there was how many last time? There was 4,000, 5,000 in the arena. It sounded like there was about 20,000 in there. The crowd's unbelievable, and the Belfast crowd, be honoured to box in front of them. I mean, training alongside Ryan in the camp and stuff, you just you see what he goes through, and you see what he's preparing like for this world title. It's another level, and to be training alongside him is like another one. And I mean, I'm here to put performance on like I always do, business like, and get me enjoy it, and put a smile on my face, and hopefully entertain this Belfast crowd. So looking forward to it.
You have moved very quickly so far. Only 3 fights, but already you're going to be fighting in Manchester on the Coyle Burns card as well, and your first title fight on this card as well. Adam has massive confidence in you, not looking to go through the route of 15, 16 wins before it gets serious, looking to move straight into the title action already.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he sees us in the gym and sees how I perform, and I just listen at him, and obviously he knows best. He's been in the game a lot longer than I have, and he sees something there. So I'm just going to roll with it and see how we go. And I've got confidence in myself, so I've got that confidence where I don't really need to show off and start calling people out, this, that and the other. I'm just going to just quietly get on with my work and then show them what I'm about in the ring. So,
good man. Jay, a former opponent in Josh Kelly as well, and a big fight for you first in Liverpool, and hopefully through that, and at the Odyssey on October the 21st.
Yeah, no, delighted to get the opportunity to get back on the Sky. The Fowler fight was another fight that, you know, was offered to us. He said yes straight away. It was like Felix Cash and Josh as well. Probably not put me head through what it should be, but look, we're trying to change a lot for this camp, put a lot of work in. We had noticed this time as well, so we're actually putting in a proper camp for it. I'm confident that'll come through Fowler. I don't see anything in him that I haven't faced already, especially in Josh. I thought he was the best I've been in with, and I don't think Fowler's near his level. And thank you, Eddie, as well, for living up to him, give me the opportunity to come to Belfast as well. So look forward to it.
No problem. Fergal, got some crazy fans, mate. They were great last time, and a really, really good performance for you last time out, and looking forward to seeing you again in action.
Yeah, the people that come to support me are brilliant. The performance last time was okay. We feel we have a lot of things we can improve on. John, Ian and myself have been working very hard in the gym, and we have no doubt that more people will come to this next show, and we'll put in a better performance, and we can't wait. And also, I would like to fight someone who is really coming to beat me, because when I find when I fight Eastern Europeans that they can drag you down, but once you fight someone who really comes to win, that's when I perform. So yeah, we want a big fight. We fight anyone at it.
Your wishes at command, sir. Your wishes at command. Darren Trainer, big opportunity for you. Spoke to you over there. He said a bit nervous, a big stage for you now, but a real great opportunity. Big TV fight. You're current Scottish champion as well, and a big opportunity for you against James Tennyson.
I say, I can't wait to just get in the ring and fight James Tennessee for the WBA. It's sorry, I'm a bit no, but like I say, it'll be an interesting fight. It'll be a fight for the fans. It'll be really interesting, and I'm looking forward to it.
James picked up that belt last time out. Good fight against Ryan Doyle, fan-friendly fight, and suddenly moved up to number 5 in the world, which I have to be honest with you, I thought was very generous. But we'll take it, and a great opportunity now for you to move on, defend that, and be in some major fights.
Yeah, massive opportunity. You know, good fight here with Darren Trainer. You know, I believe he's going to come forward. He's going to bring the fight to me. You know, it's going to be another good fight for the fans. We were supposed to fight previously. I think it was about 2 years ago. It didn't come off for whatever reason, but we're here now. So, here to do a job on him.
Those domestic titles becoming a little bit fragmented now. Of course, Martin Wall, British and Commonwealth will be giving them up soon. One of those hopefully could be on the line for this fight as well. You see yourself moving and trying to capture those belts next?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm looking to move forward and progress every fight. You know, I'm here. I want to pick up the titles. You know, I'm here to fight.
Stephen, welcome. Again, someone who's always in great fights, and a real fan-friendly fight with you and Hilo. And a big fight in your career now. This is really a must-win fight for you.
Big time, yeah. I've seen young Coyle coming up. It's very exciting style. So when we hear that, we jumped at it. We love that fight, you know. Have a great fight and a great card, and I'm grateful to be on the card as well. So it's good sport, you know.
I know Packie Collins always up for a fight. You've been looking out for some big fights, and again, this is one that you took straight away.
Oh yeah,
you and the team.
really interesting. You know, it's brilliant. It's the first fight as well, so it's looking very nice.
Do you think you'll have too much experience for Hilo?
I don't know, we see it today, you know, it's the best man wins, that's what I always say. So once for a great fight, I don't care about anything else, you know. And looks like it's going to be a good fight. He comes forward as well, he can sort of stuff.
Hilo, big win for you last time out. I don't think anyone expected it quite to end in that fashion. Devastating knockout, and a big confidence booster going into the fight of your career.
Yeah, I had a game plan the last one, and I just called him out in, just took the opportunity and stabbed him.
Obviously, Stephen Orman, way levels above anyone you've ever faced before.
Yes, he's definitely my toughest opponent I did. a lot of respect for him, and he's made a great name for himself. But I'm feeling confident with that level of the game.
And obviously, style-wise, everyone knows your style and his style as well. Can only be a cracking fight.
Tuesday is going to clash. Hopefully, we don't like them push back, so you can expect a few fabrics.
Tyrone, again, you were calling out all the big fights.
Yeah.
And when you do head to Tommy Coyle, you only get one answer.
That's
We announced this one yesterday. Everyone's gone mad for it. When you talk about styles making fights, I think we can only expect a cracker in this one, and a massive opportunity for you at this stage in your career.
Yeah, 100%. I've been plugging away, fighting whoever's put in front of me. Undefeated guys from Dublin. I've been calling out big names, and finally one stepped up, Tommy Coyle. Everyone knows he's a warrior. Everyone knows he doesn't take a backward step. So everyone knows it from the last 3 fights I've had that I don't take a backward step either. I think it's going to be a serious fight that's very entertaining.
Obviously, he's operated at a much higher level for you, but do you feel like you're getting him at the right time?
You know, although I haven't fought at the same level, I've been sparring. I sparred Jack Carroll last week, I've been sparring Terry Matthews, I've sparred Matt Carwell. You know, I've sparred very high level. I know where I'm at. I think I'm above the domestic level now. I'm to push forward. I want to fight a big name, and I think Tommy Coyle is a perfect time for me to show where I'm at.
Tommy, one thing you'll never do is turn down a fight. We've seen it time and time again in your career, and I get the feeling you want to come here to Belfast and tick that one on the box.
100%, that's why I've got green tile. Listen, thanks for having me, thanks for putting me on, you know, the Belfast bill. I know you love a tear up, and that's what I'm coming to do.
Obviously, you've been in some great fights, you know, the Campbell fight, the Cat Cedis fight. Who can forget the Brisweiler fight, when I think you were both down about four or five times each. Is that what you love, what drives you? I know you've got aspirations to win that Lonsdale belt as well, but you're putting it on the line here in this fight. You know, you're coming away from home against a very good young fighter, but you just fancy it, don't you?
Well, it's just a fight, and that's what I love doing, that's what makes me happy, so I'm just over here maintaining that happiness, you know, just enjoying having a fight and challenging myself, and, you know, providing entertainment up and down the country and just outside the country as well.
Thanks, Tommy. As always, that's going to be a great fight. We move on to the main event. Mike, I'm going to bring you in to say a few words from the Hatton camp. Of course, an incredible win for ZHANAT against Rashi Warren, and now a major fight. You know, both these guys could have taken standard defences, but putting it on the line in a big unification fight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they didn't have to take the fight, and all the respect in the world for Ryan for doing it in his own town. It will be an occasion, but this man is tough, so it's going to be fireworks. Obviously,
interesting matchups inside the apron and outside the right apron as well. You've got obviously yourself and Ricky have worked with Ryan before, and Adam Booth into the mix as well. How much do you think that will play a part in what you know about each camp?
I don't think it's a factor, because that was a long time ago. They've both improved. They sparred together, it's no secret, and it was good.
And obviously the Haskin fight for Ryan, always against Lee, stylistically very tough. These ones should really gel together.
Yeah, really, really good fight, style-wise. Hats off to Ryan for how he dealt with how awkward Haskins is. I think he'll be the most awkward opponent Haskins ever faced. So, yeah, it's good.
Thank you. Obviously, achieving world title honours is every fighter's dream, and I think it's only right we give everybody a warm welcome that holds a world championship belt here. So, firstly, I'd like to introduce the current WBA Super Champion at Bantamweight, ladies and gentlemen, ZHANAT ZHAKIYANOV. ZHANAT, we know that your English is coming on, and you're going to say a few words.
Sorry, I am speaking this little. Hello, Belfast. I am happy, and we chance a big fight, 2 belts in the championship fight at 21 October. I'm happy. Thank you very much. I am ready.
Very good. And again, it's great seeing young men grow in the sport of boxing, in a career. and going on to achieve their dreams. And that was a very, very special night of boxing against Lee Haskins last time out to win a world title. This time, the champ is trying to be the champ, as they say. And you should be very proud of this young man, because he's gambling it all for your entertainment on October 21st to become the IBF and the WBA champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Belfast's very own Ryan Burnett. And as a special treat, Ryan is going to say a few words in Kazakhstan.
Give it a go. Kazakhstan isn't the best, but I just want to thank everyone for coming out here, everyone here today. I really appreciate everyone coming. Like Eddie said, this is a big fight. This is the unified division, and I could have taken an easier route. I could have taken a different path, but I didn't. I've said over and over again, I just don't want to be a world champion. I want to be a great world champion. And fighting ZHANAT, in my eyes, makes me a great world champion when I win.
Ryan, last time out it was about realising a dream. I remember you stood and gazed at this belt at the first press conference. Now you're gazing at this belt again. But jokes aside, you really seem to have grown here in confidence and in stature. And now this is real serious business.
Yes, very serious business, exactly. Same as the last fight, it was very serious. And I stood and I looked at that IBF title and I said it was going to be mine. And once I got it, honestly I wasn't satisfied, and I realised very quickly that I wanted more. And I said to Adam, I'm happy, but I want more. And then the opportunity came where we could have defended the title, or we could have went for something bigger. And without a shadow of a doubt, I'm going for the bigger.
And although we joke about this hardly ever leaving your side, and you know, you posing with that mural of yourself over here in Belfast, how much does it mean to get that respect from the people and that adulation for the people? And how much are you looking to make them proud on October 21st?
I can't wait. I got a phone call from my mum, and my mum said, they're putting a picture of your face on the wall, man. I was like, what? Really? She says, yeah, they're putting you up, and so proud. The first time I drove past it and I looked at it and I thought to myself, I grew up here as a kid, and now my face is on a wall. So it makes me very, very proud, and it gives me that extra little bit of push when I'm training.
Well, thank you very much, and again, we take our hat off to you. I know the fans do as well, for looking to push straight forward in a unification fight after winning that world title. Nearly enough from me. We're going to have photos up here now, and all guys available for one-on-ones. Just quickly want to say thank you again, and again, making history on October the 21st. You need to come out and support this card. You need to come out and support this young man. This is not just a good guy who can fight a little bit. This is a great fighter that is looking to dominate the division in world boxing and become the #1 bantamweight in the world on October 21st. Thank you always, Belfast, for your support, and we'll see you soon.